Some days I feel overwhelmed with the amount of content that I need to make. Sometimes you feel the pressure of answering every single comment, which is physically impossible for me to do. Most every night that I'm working, I work until midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. Did it decrease or has it decreased my passion and my love and my enjoyment in my own home theater? I love answering your questions in the comments, and today we've got a really unique one. Justin Laird says, also, random place to ask this, but curious, do you find with so much content that you make, traveling, podcasts, etc., that your enjoyment in your own space has gone down? As in, so busy making content that you don't get to just sit and watch a movie. Always been wondering. Justin, phenomenal question, brother. And it's a really legit one. So I've been doing this content creation thing for about 5 years. It began in January of 2018. And initially I started reviewing some products, would get in some clip speakers or SVS subwoofer, Parasound amplifier, some Martin Logan speakers. And over the past 5 years, of course, this channel has grown from 900 subscribers to right at about 120,000 subscribers. And in that period of time, I have been able to really just see some things that I never dreamed were even possible. I'm now traveling to trade shows like this coming up Wednesday. I'll be on a flight headed to Denver for CEDIA. Super pumped with that. I'll get a chance to hang out with some incredible vendors, hear about their new product launches, as well as connect with some of my favorite content creators at the show. I've had an opportunity to review a ton of different gear over the past 5 years, including what I'm looking at right now, which is the Arundel 1723 towers. I've got the center channel. We just got in the monitor speakers and also 2 subwoofers. So I'm super pumped to hear that in my own home theater. I've also had the opportunity to do a lot of traveling. I had a company send me overseas. My wife and I went to the Philippines to check out an amazing home theater there, a couple of home theaters, a showroom, and just visit the area. So that was incredible. And then 2 years ago, I even started my own event called M-Wave, the Midwest AV Experience. And about the same time, we started the AV Experience podcast, and we talk about all different things home theater related, answer a ton of questions every single Sunday night, and of course, we can give you some updates regarding M-Wave. So the question is, with all of those things going on, did it decrease or has it decreased my passion and my love and my enjoyment in my own home theater? As far as my passion, absolutely not. I'm more excited today about home theater than I was initially when I began my journey with the days of Dolby Pro Logic. But the one thing that has changed is my ability or my availability to enjoy my own home theater. Prime example, I've got the Anthem Avium 70 sitting over here off to my side, and in my brain, I know that I need to schedule some time to unhook my Marantz AV7706 processor, put that one in its place, recalibrate, get the other speakers in here to set up, the 2 subwoofers, the 2 surrounds, run all new cables because my speaker cables are going through the wall to my surrounds and my Atmos speakers, hook all that up to the Anthem, run the calibration, and so that just takes time. And so a lot of times my theater room, I tell people this, sometimes I feel my theater room is the least calibrated home theater that I've ever experienced because I'm always disconnecting and connecting. Ideally, one day down the road, I would love to have a separate home theater set up. Maybe it's a bedroom, maybe it's even a place off like campus, a place that's away from my own home, maybe in a studio that I can demo gear and I wouldn't have to continue to remove mine and disconnect. But until then, I just continue to do it here in my home theater. And so a lot of times my personal theater room is kind of in a disarray. If you were to look around over here, I've got some clip speakers on some speaker stands. I've got 2 towers right here in front of my cabinet. I've got a center channel here. I've got boxes over here, and you guys can't see any of that because I just hide it. but it's everywhere all the time in my home theater. So as a result of that, yes, there is a lot less opportunity for me to just come into my own home theater, to sit down in my own JTR system and enjoy a movie or listen to music or even do some casual gaming. But the reality is I absolutely love what I do. I love the fact that since I started doing this full-time, January of 2020, I've never once been on a Sunday afternoon like today and think to myself, oh man, tomorrow's Monday. Every day is a fun day for me. Now, granted, I'm like you. I have my on days, off days. Some days I don't feel like filming, honestly. Some days I feel overwhelmed with the amount of content that I need to make. Sometimes you feel the pressure of answering every single comment, which is physically impossible for me to do now. And that's why I have things like Patreon that I can make some actual one-on-one conversation and interaction and make sure that I answer all of those questions. But the reality is this continues to grow, so do my responsibilities as a content creator. But my passion and love for the hobby, love for home theater, love for the relationships that I've been able to build over the past 5 years with many of my subscribers, as well as other content creators and brands, has just absolutely been incredibly rewarding to me. I know in life, a lot of times there's a fear that, let's say if you have a hobby and you turn it into a business, that it'll become a quote job. In other words, and that's always said in a negative connotation, like when it becomes a job, that's when you lose your joy for it. And that could not be any further from the truth for what I'm experiencing here as a content creator myself. I absolutely love getting to hear some speakers that I might not have had a chance otherwise to hear. To go to somebody's home and experience a home theater that I probably would not have had an opportunity to hear or demo if I wasn't a content creator and this wasn't my job. And so I love what I get to do. I love the fact that I can wake up whenever I want, sometimes 8:30, start my day, answer some emails, come into the theater room, listen to some gear, take some notes, begin to do my review, set up my lighting, my camera. There's so many aspects of this, answering comments, but I get a chance to just do all of that with my own flexibility, figuring out what I want to do, how I want to schedule that, make my meetings, schedule my meetings with my brands or with my patrons, all those types of things. I love the flexibility. And then if my children need me to go do something or to hang out with them, at any moment, I can almost always hit pause on the content creation and say, absolutely, I'm there for you. Now, as much as I would love to just come in here all the time and enjoy my home theater to myself, watching movies, listening to music, I still get tremendous joy and excitement being able to even tear apart my stuff, set up something else temporary like the Arundel 1723 speakers, and review that and share with you guys what my experience as a consumer is with these speakers or with this processor or with this subwoofer or with this projector. Because the truth is most of you don't have the opportunity to get certain brands and kind of test them out ahead of time. You rely on content creators like myself and like others in this hobby to give you our impressions as unbiased as we possibly can, what we'd like, what we don't like, what we think the company could do better, how they perform, how it is in the user experience, and even in the unboxing experience itself. And each and every day I receive comments or emails or instant messages or DMs saying, Michael, thank you so much. Thank you for the content that you create. Thank you for the joy and the passion that you bring to this hobby and the positivity. And I love the fact that I'm able to give back in some form or fashion through video, through a post, through M-Wave, an actual experience that you can come and have an opportunity to check out a bunch of different brands, a bunch of different full Dolby Atmos home theaters, and even do some side-by-side comparisons. I love the fact that I'm able to play even just a small role in helping people with their home theater, their journey, with education, with entertainment, and then, like I said, even with an actual event designed specifically for home theater enthusiasts like yourself. And I truly count it a blessing to be able to do what I love for a living. I get a chance to communicate and share my passion and my love for home theater with an audience now that has grown over 100,000 subscribers. And that I am super grateful for. So don't believe what the world says about you have to hate your job. I love my job. I love what I get to do. I love being able to wake up every single day. I stay up till most every night that I'm working. I work until midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. It's not because I have to, it's because I love what I get to do. I love every aspect of it. There's only a few things that I'm not super fond of, but that's part of the grind. That's part of, you know, the part that's frustrating to me is unhooking my own gear to hook up somebody else's gear, to then turn around, make a video on it, review it, share my thoughts on it, and then box it back up, ship it back to the manufacturer, and then put mine back into place and recalibrate that. But apart from that, man, it has been super fun. It's been amazing. Yes, would I love to be able to spend more time in my theater? Absolutely. I would love to be able to do that personally. And the only thing that prevents that is the fact that I've got other people's equipment, speakers, subwoofers, amplifiers in my own space, and I'm having to replace that, replace mine with that temporarily for the review. So Justin, I hope that answers your question, brother. I appreciate all the questions that you guys bring up. Feel free to leave them down in the comments. I'll do my best to try to make more content like this. Let me know if you even like this format. And as a side note, I forgot, I've got my pumpkin spice latte. First time trying this. Pretty good, from Starbucks. My wife was really excited about that. So cheers, guys. Hope y'all have an incredible week. God bless, and I'll catch you in the next video.